Welcome again for a Porsche 911 993 review. This is on a 1994 plate. Let's stop faffing around and get into it. A car like this puts a smile on your face, and there aren't many things in the modern 21st century that we live in that can actually instantly make you smile. Nothing like the air-cooled Porsche 911. And I'm really stuck for where I can start on a car like this because it's got the wonderful Momo steering wheel, a bit of an upgrade from the standard steering wheel, which is absolutely massive for a small tiny car like this, and a bit uncomfortable if you have driven 993s before with the standard steering wheel, although that would come with it. One of my really desirable things about this vehicle is the Tiptronic 5-speed gearbox, and it might not be to everybody's taste. It's definitely to my taste, and there's quite a few reasons for why I love a Tiptronic. And I will just list off some of those reasons. On a manual, you've got to take it out almost as if, you're in this racer type mood. On a Tiptronic, you could be cruising along just like I am now, really enjoying and sucking in the atmosphere around me, feeling this beautiful, lovely steering, and just really appreciating and enjoying what a beautiful car it is and how amazing it sounds. I'm not distracted by having to be shifting and changing gears all the time. From a mechanical point of view, you don't have to worry about your gear linkage cables requiring replacement, the gearbox requiring a rebuild, because the Tiptronic overall is an absolutely phenomenal gearbox. It was adapted for the Porsches with Porsche to make it a phenomenal gearbox that it was, and it was continually being used up until 2008 on the Porsche 911 997. And if you do want to use that gearbox and drive it like a manual, you can easily shift it across over to M. I've dropped it to third. I'm going to drop it to second. To third. Where are those critics that say a Tiptronic is not engaging enough? It is very engaging. It's a wonderful gearbox and you can have a lot of fun with it. So I hope these are just a couple of reasons that I've mentioned that you could actually enjoy and have fun with the Tiptronic. And at the same time, you've got the peace of mind that you're not having to worry about something going wrong, or at some point you don't have to budget, £7,000-8,000 to rebuild a manual box. And this is just a couple of things about this 993 that really strike me. On the outside, I love the Iris Blue color. I think there is nothing that comes anywhere close to the Iris Blue, and the way it looks, it grabs so much attention. I mean, we've had this in our showroom since Saturday, Saturday gone. I believe it was the 22nd October 2021. And this is not our first 993 in stock, neither our first air-cooled 911 in stock. This has been quite a few, but this is by far the best of the lot, and that is because of the color, the fact that it's got all-around Bilstein Shocks. It makes this ride absolutely enjoyable, and it feels great knowing that your car it's got the shocks that it should have, and it's not creaking and it's not sounding as if at some point you're going to break down. It's got the H&R lowering springs, 15mm spacers at the back and 5mm spacers on the front, and the cherry on the cake here is the Carnival RSR mufflers, and I'll tell you about the RSR mufflers in a minute. And the other thing that is, a bit of an upgrade is the previous customer got rid of the orange indicators on the side and, you know, had it all red all around to make it look like the turbo variant or the 9934S variant. And I think that is a really nice thing to do to make it, you know, consistent all around on that light at the back, to make it all red. I want to park it up just to talk to you in a little bit more detail about this vehicle. So let's park it up. And I want you to be on this journey with me, you know, to get a good feeling for this car. Let's open up the door for our cameraman and experience the joy of a 993 at the back. Open the rear to show you where the magic happens on this. I mean, just look at this wonderful engine here at the back. Mechanical sound that it produces. This is music to anybody's ears. And it's also got the performance airbox at the back that increases airflow. It gives you a deeper throatier sound, and the brand new exhaust system, and it's also been upgraded, as I said, to the Carnival RSR. Just love the sound of opening the door, closing it. There's something really addictive about it. And I'm in love, and I don't often say that I could like a car as much as I like this car. I'm speechless. And I'm kind of doing this whole review in one take because I'm having a lot of fun with this vehicle. In terms of owner's history, it's had 4 owners since new. The current owner had it for circa 2 years, and he's spent circa £7,000, you know, servicing it, putting the H&R lowering springs, the Bilstein Shocks, and loads of serviceable work that he's done, such as having the belts changed and doing all the filters. And prior to him, the third owner has had it for approximately 10 years. He was a collector and mostly maintained the car with Duff House, and it still has the Duff House sticker at the back. So for a car that was built in 1994, the condition it's still in today is phenomenal. It's outside of this world. And I'm just going to let my cameraman to see the car from the inside here. I mean, who would have thought that these seats are now 27 years old? I mean, I'm 29, for God's sake. You know, this car is as old as me, and they're still very comfortable to this day. You know, this a really nice snug fit, and should you be requiring a bit more space, you do have the benefit of another 2 seats at the back. You know, I wouldn't advise they're for the adults, they are for the children, but you know, it's nice knowing that you do have a bit of space at the back. Obviously the stereo system has been upgraded. It's got 4 new speakers, including a subwoofer at the back, because our previous customer was a huge music fan, and you know, he did like a good sound. From a performance point of view, this car is no slouch. I mean, it produces 272 brake horsepower, 330 Newton meters of torque. The 0 to 62 is possible in 5.6 seconds. I mean, for a car produced 27 years ago, and being able to produce this kind of performance figures is absolutely phenomenal. And considering that these cars were actually hand built the total curb weight is only 1,350 kilograms. And how many cars can boast that kind of, you know, a curb weight, especially being built all this time ago? And from an MPG point of view, again, it's surprising to know that the combined MPG is 25, and then if you do drive it in some ways, you know, comfortably and in a relaxed manner, you can easily get 30 miles per gallon. But anything, you know, north of 30 is definitely pushing it. Just again, slide it across from fourth. We put it in third, now second. It moves. I don't want to be telling you what speed I'm doing, but I'm in third gear and I am doing a high speed. And wow, the sound, the way it moves, the way I'm able to shift these gears and still engage and still feel that I'm out on a weekend and having a good time is something that amazes me. And considering that this has done 147,000 miles, there aren't many 993s out there that are in this pristine condition, such as this. You know, be daily driven, be serviced with this massive, huge cache, you know, of paperwork. There is all in a file with an immaculate service history. Pretty much, you know, there's barely any gaps, or if any gaps, in the service book whatsoever. And you know, you could buy a car 27 years old and, as I said, not spend a single penny on it. That is not something that is easily said about cars of this age out there. And I would rather have a car with the mileage that this has done, with the money that all the previous owners have put into maintaining it and looking after it, than a car that has possibly done lower miles, is going to cost anywhere between, you know, 10 to 20,000 pounds more. But then you're putting another 10 to 20,000 pounds into it to do the shocks and to do the major service and replace the belts and gearbox fluid and, you know, all the nitty gritty work that goes along with old air-cooled 911's. You don't have any of those concerns with this vehicle, because here I am driving it and really having an absolute class of a time. So if you are looking for a 993, don't overlook this. You know, it doesn't harm to simply call in, or you drop us an email with your questions or anything you want to know about it. In the meantime, please don't forget to click that like and subscribe button and let us know what you thought of this video. You know, we'd love to do more content on this, content that isn't just sales focused, but content that is from an enthusiast point of view, or things that you would love to see on a car like that. I mean, all of our cars get independently inspected, serviced, and major works done by, you know, 3 Porsche specialists that we use. So if you want to know something about this 911 or another 911, you know, do drop us a message and we'll do our utmost best to answer that question. In the meantime, you know, have a splendid time. Whatever you're doing, keep smiling, keep being positive, and see you in the next video.